Alright guys, we're going to do an update on the iron bow tie. Now this was my first cut on this. You can see what I do to the top as far as reshaping it. Some of these got more of a radius than others depending upon what I saw and what I didn't see. I did do some work on the very floor. It's the way I want it. I do leave the ribs in. What the ribs are designed to do is move any liquid fuel that falls out of suspension towards the leaner cylinder. Not that I think that we're going to have that problem, but if this goes together, it's going to have a good sized carburetor on it, so I decided to leave them. The other part that's interesting is 3,500 people have viewed this video. Well, actually the video before it. The first video with this. And nobody told me that these wouldn't work with the Sportsman's. Which I'm surprised at, because people love to tell me I'm wrong. Well, that was my fault. I didn't realize it. But these actually come with the different angle on the center, so it's an 87 and up intake. So this will work out perfect when I finally get a set of TBI heads and work them up and get what I know I can get out of them. This will be a perfect match for them. So these may not go on the 331, but I guarantee it won't go to waste. It'll get used or sold. Okay, you can see lumps and bumps and so forth have all been taken out of the plenum. Get what you can. Remember, it's a big intake, and it's a dual plane, so it is not possible to get everywhere. I mean, I can't anyway. Maybe if I got some 9-inch burrs, I could. But get what you can. Improve what you can. That top here only got a slight radius. Worked on the bottom radius as much as you can. They actually needed a lot of work. The floor actually needed a lot of work. There was a lot of circular casting marks that I think they used to center the cores when they put the molds together. They don't really help, so they all got machined out. Let's take a look at a couple of the runners. Okay, you can see I didn't go crazy resizing it because it's already a generous size. So you can still see the paste ooze line from the molds. That's what that casting line is. It's a paste ooze. When they glue the molds together, a little bit of glue squishes out and it gives you that line. Okay, here's an upper H. You can see a little bit on that. Okay, here's an interesting port. This is number 5. Take a look at that hunk of iron that's in the bottom of that port. Now, what is that for? That's for one of the carb studs. The Quadrajet intake has the same type of thing. But if you take a look at 5, I thought it flowed better than that, so my mistake. But we got a pretty decent increase on it versus the others. You know, part of the purpose of porting an intake is to get, you know, as even a flow as you can out of it. That way you'll get an even charge in and out of the each cylinder. She'll run a lot smoother. Sorry about wifey doing the lawn. But as far as wifey doing the lawn, that's why you marry German, guys. If you don't do it, she will. Ah, it's beautiful. Now notice I didn't waste any time gasket matching this or anything because I don't know exactly what application I'm going to use it for. So that's something that I won't do until it's ready to rock and roll. See how we did on the flow sheet. Okay. Number 1, we went from 244.3 to 253.6. Not as big a jump as I was really hoping for. You know, not even 9. Number 3 was interesting. We went from 259.3, which was one of my better flowing ports, if not the best. It actually was the best flowing original port, and it got knocked down quite a bit. And then when I took a look at it, I saw a little anomaly on the ridge from the plenum transition to the runner that I think caused that. So, like I said, this is first cut. We'll see if we can make that a little bit better. 5, we went from 246.1 to 258. That's a nice jump. Number 7 is 253.3 to 264.7, which is good. 2 is 254.1 to 260.2. 4 is 249.3 to 261.2. 6 is 255.6 to 266.8. And 8 is 243.1 to 257. I'm going to do a little quick math, and we'll see if we got closer or more separated as far as flow per runner. Okay, some simple math, right? First, stock, lowest and highest flowing runner, subtract them, we get 16.2 CFM. First cut, highest flowing runner, lowest flowing runner, 14 CFM. It is kind of interesting, you know, which runners changed. Get out so you guys can see all the numbers. You can calculate that up if you want, but it'll be interesting where the flow changed according to the plenum cuts and the porting. All right, guys, just a short one today. Thanks a lot. Have a good night. Okay, you can see where I marked stock versus first cut, highest and lowest, and which ones changed places. Very interesting, right, guys? All right, thanks.